The island of Sodor is a very busy place, and full of lots and lots of useful engines. Meanwhile, at Tidmouth Sheds. Come on! Why is Gordon still not up yet? It's 9:30 a.m. already, said James. Calm down, James, said Thomas. I'll go in his shed and see what's going on. Gordon, what's going on? Asked Thomas. Why are you still in your shed? Oh, Thomas, for the past few days I've been feeling so achy, said Gordon. My right coupling rod is off. I feel like my cab is going to snap in half, and my chains keep falling out. Oh, Thomas, I'm falling apart. Will you please help me? Asked Gordon. Oh, I'll try my best, said Thomas. Then he pulled out of Gordon's shed. So, how's Gordon? Asked Percy. Well, he's not too good, said Thomas. You and I might have to deal with him later. Thomas, we kind of have a bit of a problem, said Edward. Well, what is it? What's wrong? Asked Thomas. Oh my gosh, you're sick, said Thomas. I never even knew an engine could be sick. Hey, Edward, you can use my shed since you're sick, said James. Thank you, James, said Edward. I feel bad for those guys, said Henry. I don't even know how Edward got sick, but Gordon, it's like he's going to get scrapped. Try not to worry about them too much, said James. I'm sure that they'll be better soon. Well, it looks like Gordon isn't turning up, so we better take him to the docks. Come on, Percy, said Thomas. Okay, I just hope that we'll be able to haul him, said Percy. Ready when you are, Percy, said Thomas. I'm ready. Now let's get in there, said Thomas. Come on, Gordon, we're going to go get you repaired. Thanks, guys, said Gordon. Meanwhile, at the docks, Gordon was being loaded onto his ship. Hope you have a safe trip, said Percy. And I hope that you get repaired properly, said Thomas. Oh, don't worry about him so much, said Porter. He'll be back soon enough. Well, we're not so sure about that, said Thomas. That night at Tidmouth Sheds, Thomas and Percy were very glum. Just then, James showed up. I'm back, said James. How was your day? I haven't really noticed since I've looked at your glum faces, said James. Well, Gordon is off to the mainland to be repaired, and Edward is still sick. Yeah, but I'm recovering, said Edward. I've been looking after him all day, said Henry. He's right, muffled Edward. He skipped most of his jobs to help me. Wow, Henry, you really care, said Thomas. I haven't seen you care since, well, a while. It's all true, said Edward. He ran sand on the rails where I threw up, and he made sure that I was resting. Okay, we should probably wrap this up right now, said Thomas. Tomorrow we have a long day ahead of us. Lots of work, hopes of Gordon getting repaired, and much recovering. So, good night, guys, said Thomas. Okay, you two, said Edward. I'm relying on you to keep me healthy. So, that means that you need to make sure that I don't puke, or, if I do, just run sand on the rails. Also, make sure that I get lots of rest, he said. Okay, Eddie, said Donald. We'll make sure, said Douglas. Hi, Thomas, said Percy. How's the work going for you? So far it's going fine for me, he said. Well, not as good as you might think, said Thomas. So far, I've got a lot of stuff on my list. First, I need to take some slate to the narrow gauge crossing. Then I need to take some construction waste to the dump. After that, I need to go take some cargo to the docks. And finally, take some goods to the bakery. Wow, that's a lot compared to mine, said Percy. Well, I'd better get going now, Percy, said Thomas. See you later. I still think it's weird that he has more work than I do, said Percy to himself. That night at the sheds, everything was quiet. All of them had a chance to do something great. Thomas and Percy did lots of work for their friends. James gave up a shed for someone that needed it more than he did. Edward was slowly recovering as the days went on. But the question remains, will Gordon be repaired properly?